This is a versatile preposition in the English language, and it can be used in various contexts to convey different meanings. Here are some common uses of about. Approximation. Used to indicate an approximate quantity, time, or location. Examples. There are about 100 people in the room. I'll be there at about 3 o'clock. The journey will take about 2 hours, depending on traffic. I think there are about 20 people coming to the party tonight. The temperature is expected to drop to about freezing tonight. The book has about 400 pages, so it might take a while to finish. She arrived at the airport at about 9:30 a.m. for her morning flight. We have about $50 left in our budget for unexpected expenses. It'll cost you about $10 to park in the downtown garage. The concert should start in about 15 minutes. We have some time to grab a snack. Concerning or regarding. Used to introduce a subject or topic. Examples. Let's talk about your future plans. We need to have a discussion about this issue. Let's have a discussion about the new project proposal. I have a question about the upcoming exam. We need to make a decision about which restaurant to choose for the party. She sent an email to inquire about the job application status. The manager called a meeting to talk about the recent changes in the company policy. They are in a heated debate about the environmental impact of the new construction project. The conference will feature several workshops about emerging technologies. We should have a conversation about our travel plans for the summer vacation. Around or near. Indicates a general location or position. Examples. The store is about a mile from here. She lives in a house about a block away. The coffee shop is about the corner of Elm Street and Maple Avenue. I saw a beautiful park about the hotel where we're staying. Let's meet up at the park about 5 p.m. She lives in a charming cottage about the outskirts of town. The hiking trail leads to a stunning waterfall about a mile from here. The bus stop is about the corner, you can't miss it. The store you're looking for is about the shopping center on Main Street. The conference center is about the convention center, so it's convenient for attendees. In the vicinity. Used to describe being nearby or around a particular place. Examples. I'm just about, so I'll be there soon. There are police officers about if you need help. There's a great restaurant about here, let's grab dinner. The lost keys must be somewhere about, we'll find them. I heard a strange noise from somewhere about, but I couldn't see anything. We're in the vicinity of the national park, so keep an eye out for wildlife. The hotel is somewhere about, but I'm not sure which street it's on. The campsite should be somewhere about this clearing in the woods. Our destination is in the vicinity, so we should reach it soon. I think the picnic area is somewhere about this part of the beach. Approximate time. Indicates when something will happen or when it happened. Examples. The meeting will start at about 10 a.m. I arrived at the party at about 8 p.m. The movie will start in about 20 minutes, so grab your popcorn. I'll be ready to leave for the airport in about an hour. The plumber said they would arrive at your house in about 2 hours. The store closes at about 9 p.m., so we have some time for shopping. They estimate the repair work will take about 3 days to complete. She's expected to arrive at the party at about 7:30 p.m. The conference is scheduled to end at about 4 p.m. today. We should reach our destination in about 45 minutes if traffic is light. Approximate age. Used to discuss the age of a person or thing. Examples. He's about 30 years old. The tree is about 50 years old. The antique clock on the wall is about 100 years old. The oak tree in our backyard is about 50 years old and still going strong. The historical building downtown dates back to about the 19th century. My grandparents have been married for about 60 years. The ancient ruins are estimated to be about 2,000 years old. This vintage car is from the 1960s, so it's about 60 years old. The fossils found in this region are about 150 million years old. The manuscript was written by the author about 200 years ago. Expressing a quantity. Used in expressions of quantity, often with numbers or measurements. Examples. There are about a dozen cookies left. She needs about 3 cups of flour for the recipe. There are about 20 students in the classroom. I have about 5 boxes of old books to donate. The recipe calls for about 2 cups of sugar. He caught about a dozen fish during his fishing trip. There are about 3 gallons of milk left in the refrigerator. We need about 10 more chairs for the event. She received about 100 emails after her presentation. The garden produced about 50 pounds of tomatoes this year. Expressing emotional state. Used to describe how someone feels. Examples. She's about as happy as can be. He's about to burst with excitement. She's about as thrilled as can be about her promotion. He felt about the moon with happiness when he found out he passed the exam. After winning the championship, their team was about as ecstatic as it gets. The children were about in tears when they lost their beloved pet. When he received the surprise gift, his face lit up and he was about overjoyed. After a long day at work, she's about exhausted. He was about furious when he realized his car had been towed. Despite the rain, their wedding day was about filled with love and joy. Rotation or movement. Describing the movement or rotation of something. Examples. The Earth orbits the Sun in about 365 days. The wheel spins at about 50 revolutions per minute. The Earth completes about 365 rotations around the Sun in a year. The ceiling fan spins at about 200 revolutions per minute. The car's tires were rotating at about 60 miles per hour. The wind turbines generate electricity by turning about in the wind. The drill bit should rotate at about 300 revolutions per minute for optimal drilling. The Earth's moon takes about 27.3 days to complete one orbit around our planet. The carousel at the amusement park goes about in a clockwise direction. The propeller on the boat spins at about 2,000 rotations per minute. Frequency. Describing how often something occurs. Examples. I go to the gym about 3 times a week. They meet up for coffee about once a month. She goes to the gym about 4 times a week to stay fit. They meet up for coffee about twice a month to catch up. The company conducts safety drills about once every quarter. I check my email about every hour during the workday. We have team meetings about every other week to discuss our progress. He practices the piano about 3 hours a day to improve his skills. The garbage truck comes by our neighborhood about every Tuesday morning. She takes a short break from studying about every 45 minutes to stay focused. Ambiguity or indistinctness. Used when describing something that is unclear or not well defined. Examples. The painting was about something, but I couldn't quite figure it out. His explanation was about as clear as mud. The meaning of the ancient text was about as clear as a riddle. His explanation was about as transparent as fog. The intentions behind her actions were about as mysterious as a hidden treasure map. The ending of the movie left me with about a dozen unanswered questions. The details of the crime scene were about as hazy as a distant memory. The painting's message was about as elusive as a whisper in the wind. The directions to the remote cabin were about as vague as they come. The future of the project remained about as uncertain as the weather. Be about to. Examples. I was about to call you when you rang. She's about to graduate from college and she's excited about her future career. They were about to board the plane when they realized they had left their passports at home. The chef is about to reveal the secret ingredient in his famous sauce. We were about to leave for the movie when it started pouring rain. He looked like he was about to burst into tears after hearing the news. The teacher told the students to be quiet because she was about to announce the test results. I'm sorry for interrupting, I didn't realize you were about to make an important point. The company is about to launch its new product, which has been in development for years. She said she was about to finish her book, and she couldn't put it down. How about? Examples. How about we go to the beach this weekend? How about trying the new Italian restaurant downtown for dinner tonight? How about we meet at 3 p.m. for our study group? How about taking a break and going for a walk to clear our minds? How about watching a movie instead of going out tonight? How about considering a different approach to solve this problem? How about we invite Tom to the party? He's great company. How about going for ice cream after the game? How about we plan a family picnic for the weekend? How about discussing your proposal in the morning when everyone is fresh and focused? What's it all about? Examples. After reading the novel, he wondered, what's it all about? She looked at the abstract painting and asked, what's it all about? Watching the documentary left him pondering, what's it all about, really? Amid the chaos of the city, he questioned, what's it all about, living in this place? Exploring different philosophies, she found herself asking, what's it all about in the grand scheme of things? After a long day of work, he contemplated, what's it all about if I'm not happy? Facing a crossroads in life, she wondered, what's it all about, and what should I do next? Listening to the heartfelt song, he couldn't help but reflect, what's it all about in the end? In the midst of a global crisis, people often ask, what's it all about, and how can we make a difference? At the end of the spiritual retreat, participants gathered to discuss, what's it all about, and what have we learned?